On the Asia server, only noobs use scopes. On the Asia server, a red dot on an M24 is like, you're not even good, man. Just sit down and stop pretending, you sweaty tryhard. Well, hello there, humans, hippies, earthlings, whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, and if you're lucky enough indeed to be doing it too. I hope you're doing it to a sweaty tryhard like me, as the kids are all talking about now. How cringe, baby. How cringe. Let's talk about the Skorpion. A lot of people have been heralding the Skorpion as the coming of the final bridge between, say, a Kar98 and an Uzi, so you can run like a very, very fast-firing, super-duper CQC gun like the Uzi, and then you can run a very, very long-range weapon like the Kar98. If that is the case for your gameplay, then unfortunately, I'm here to tell you that it's going to be a very, very weak bridge. I'm not happy with the Skorpion at all as a main weapon. What I see this gun as is a prime utility belt. Now, I'll break down exactly what I mean by that and talk more about it as we progress, but I'm going to give you a few numbers just to make you feel good about the world right about now, Funk Style Brother. Now, I know you have people out there that will tell you all the numbers are the same as PC, and they're full of it. Basically, I get my patron mates to jump in the training rooms with me, and we test all the guns out. All those guns are available, well, the damage numbers on those guns are available on a spreadsheet that you can find on my Discord server. The link to the Discord server is directly below in the description. But there's a few things that you need to know about this gun. One, it shares the exact same damage numbers as the P92 and the P18C, the other two 9mm pistols. Obviously, it is a fully automatic weapon, which is very, very difficult to really quantify in terms of value compared to a P18C. It's definitely better than a P92. The hope for a lot of people was that this was going to be a main primary slot weapon like an AR or an SMG. But there's a few things that don't work with this gun. Number one, it's a 9mm gun, but it doesn't get the same kind of bonus that you get on 9mm SMGs like the UMP, for instance. The UMP has a limb shot bonus. Like most SMGs, you're going to find that you do better damage to limb shots than ARs. UMP has a base damage of 37 to a no chest wearing target, no vest wearing target, and the M416, for instance, has a base damage of 40 to a no vest wearing target. And yet the M416 will do 18 damage to a leg, and the UMP will do 22. So there's a bonus there for firing an SMG because you actually do more limb damage. So when you're not hitting your shots or you're just spraying in ADS, the SMG can actually have a really positive effect on your gameplay. The other negative about this weapon is that, much like the Vector, it's completely... It's not practical without an extended mag. Now, you can also not run an extended quick draw mag on this gun. You can only run an extended pistol clip. I don't know why that is, but it is the case, and it's the same in PC. My good mate Tony.net tells me. And it's a bit of a pain in the ass because, to be honest, an extended quick draw mag would be nice, and the fact that you can't run it with an extended quick draw clip means that it's hard enough to find the gun, and then it's hard enough to find the extended clip, and then if you're running around and you find an extended quick draw, then it's of no use to you whatsoever. And this is very frustrating because it limits the actual practicality of the weapon. The positivity on this thing is that it doesn't really need to be used. It can sit in your pistol slot, and you can use any other gun in the game and be very, very happy with it. Now, the numbers are not friendly for it at all. I'm going to break them down for you now. Its rate of fire is a round every 0.0785 seconds. Now, the two guns it gets compared to the most are the Uzi and the P18C. The P18C I can see. The P18C is 0.0605 as a rate of fire, which is faster than a Skorpion, no denying that. But the Uzi is just lights out so much better than this gun. 0.0432 is the rate of fire for the Uzi, 24 damage per shell with the Uzi to a no vest wearing target, 21 with the Skorpion. So not only is it like 30% faster than the Skorpion the Uzi, it also does another 3 damage, which, you know, is a lot more damage. And over time, that really wears out to the point where clearing a level 2 vest will take the Skorpion 0.5495 seconds, or just over half a second. Clearing a level 2 vest for an Uzi will take about a quarter of a second, 0.259 seconds. So you can see those are very, very different numbers. And the idea that they are very similar guns is not really true at all. The thing that the Skorpion has going for it is when it's used, is it's more effective at range than an Uzi or a P18C, simply because it's got no recoil. It really doesn't have any recoil. And it's also one of the rare guns I find gets a lot of value from the laser sight, because to be honest, the complete lack of recoil only really hurts it in terms of using a foregrip, because you run a vertical foregrip or a light grip with this, it doesn't make any difference. You can run a half grip, it doesn't make a whole hell of a lot of difference. I did all the testing, I was like, man, the recoil patterns are so narrow and so mild that there's no real danger in them. So you may as well run the laser, because then when you're ADSing, you're not ADSing, you're getting a benefit from that, and you get a full benefit from it because you're a pistol. ARs only ever get half the bonus from the laser sight. So there's an interesting one for you. Personally, though, I wouldn't bother doing that, because when I'm running the Skorpion, what I really find this valuable for is carrying a red dot, carrying a... For instance, think of this. You're running around, you've got an AKM, but you'd really prefer the barrel, because I prefer the barrel to the AKM, right? So I'm holding grips on my Skorpion while I run an AKM, and it doesn't take up any extra space in my bag. I'm also holding a red dot if I'm using a 3x scope on an M416, then when I get to final circle I can swap out the red dot, all that kind of thing. Or if I'm really hanging out for an Uzi to run with my M416, then I can hang on to the stock for the Uzi with the Skorpion. You see, this is where it's more of a utility belt than anything else. That time to kill is just so far below any AR, like even the slowest of the ARs, your 5.56 ARs, which are 0.38 seconds time to kill. This is 0.4235. So there's a huge difference. And if you go into a CQC situation with the Skorpion versus any AR, you are really doing it wrong. You can win. I'm not saying you can't win. I'm just telling you that you're going to do less damage, okay? The shells do the same shell damage as a P92. That is not a whole hell of a lot when you're looking for the bad stuff. Overall, I think it's great though, because it's a pretty unique situation. You've got a weapon that in a pinch you can use on a hot drop, and you can use it as an AR in the pistol slot. It fires 9mm rounds, which is very, very easy to come by, and it's great for carrying a whole extra lot of gear. I mean, having all those slots, it's really, really handy. But you know, you're gonna bleed a lot in hit point trades when people are using proper guns against you. Fun gun, but yeah, not one that I would ever really seriously consider using as a primary slot weapon. I think the main value you're going to find with this gun is just that it fills a space that wasn't filled before. The ability to carry multiple useful items on the weapon gives you extra backpack space to carry another heal or a smoke gren. The ability of the gun to finish knocks and to help you finish off a gunfight, maybe where you're running an M416 and you're against two people and you clear one and the other guy is just about dead, but you're out of ammo. You can switch to this very quickly and it will really help you out. But on the whole, it's a utility weapon. It's not something that lives and survives on its own merit. And no, that's fair enough, because, I mean, obviously, we need all kinds of different guns in this game. That's one of the beautiful things, is the nuance of PUBG Mobile. And without that, I wouldn't have a channel. So, happy days! I'm all for a little bit of love and a little bit of Skorpion action. The other thing I will say in conclusion is be very, very careful when you're around a flare gun. Even if you've used the flare and you have auto pickup enabled to the point where it's going to drop everything in favor of flare gun, it'll drop your Skorpion and all your crap, and it can be just a pain in the ass putting everything back together. I mean, that's just one of those things in this life that it's like a first world problem. Hey, I picked up a flare and it dropped my Skorpion. Well, boo bloody who. As always, plenty more content coming down the pipe, humans. Please be sure to subscribe and like the channel. I really do appreciate all the support. Let other people know about it. There's plenty of info here. I love to be a value-add content creator, but at the same time, we do have a lot of fun, a lot of giggle, a little bit of tomfoolery. That's a bot, that's a bot, that's a bot. Leave that alone. Don't need to kill the bot. There's a real person around here somewhere. How about we let the real person kill the bot, and then we move on with life. Someone's coming with the snowmobile. That's... Oh, hang on! There's one of the members of that squad. He really got caught napping. Look after yourselves, boys and girls. Stay safe on the battlefield. Oh, someone's killing the bot. See? Told ya. Good bot etiquette, baby. It'll win 9 times out of 10. Bye for now.